To be free, you must let go of the desire to serve God. In other words, because that is the last thing that people might hang on to. And what is the desire to serve God? It's your idol worship. Idol, IDOL. Because God to you is an idol. IDOL. What does serve God mean? God is some God out there. Some people might look up at the sky and, say, well, God is bigger than all the space between all the stars. That's who I serve. But I'm going to keep telling you that desire to serve, this imagination, you have an imagination that there is this kind of a God, bigger than all the space and infinity. And perhaps it's a God that has a personality. We're going to call this God Krishna or Shiva. Or Allah, or Jehovah, or Jesus of Nazareth. I mean, where are they? Like they're bigger than. No, we're not going to keep telling you all more and more of these things. Stuart Wilde said that in one of his dreams, he met the goddess of a trillion universes, and we're only one universe, and he met a goddess of a trillion of us, our universes, which is, anyway, it's like a huge mind blower. But the whole point of it is what? You want to serve this goddess of a trillion? What are you really going to do with the goddess of a trillion universes? Really, seriously? She's, you could write poetry in her honor and then send it to the orange football that is the target for the U.S. mail when you address something to God. If you address something to God and you put it in the U.S. mail, just put God on the outside of the envelope and drop it in U.S. mail. It goes to not a dead letter office, it goes to the orange football. And the orange football, um, that's where all the God letters go to. That's a Stuart Wildism, orange football. Stuart Wilde said that if you want the gods to help you, that you should praise their beauty, for example. Praise their beauty for about an hour, and the last 10 seconds before you stop talking, then you put in what you want. And in 10 seconds, what I say, well, it depends on, what's going on. If you're a soul that's under great pressure, and you want a pressure relief valve, then you might say, I need a pressure relief valve right now, turned to relieve the pressure. Or maybe, you wanted $40 so you can buy some stuff at the corner store. Maybe you still want to marry a princess or something. Um, Maybe you want an adventure. Maybe you want to meet some new friends. That you'd put what you wanted for yourself at the end of this long story of poetry inspired by this god or that god. Is that going to get you what you want? According to Stuart Wilde, it does. He said that works way better than me sending prayers to the orange football. Okay, this is the office of the orange football, and my head looks like a football, but it's not orange. But the orange football office just wants to let you know that, you know, all of your prayers to God do go here. All of your prayers, they go here. And what do we do with them here? We've got a machine called a disintegrator. We got it from the Romulan Empire. And with the disintegrator, your stuff just arrives, and we just point at the disintegrator. And the disintegrator, it's like what paper shredder that you get from Staples, a paper shredder. It's just like that. All your prayers go in there, and they just get shredded up like they were paper, and it gets disintegrated. Somebody else says that guy's kidding. We don't have a disintegrator. All of your prayers come here, and we got like dump trucks. They're lined up. There's 13 lined up outside of our yard right now. 13. They're waiting. And what they do is they pull into our yard here at the office of the Orange Football, and we take the prayers, and they're piled up so high that you can't use pitchforks. That would take too long. We've got front end loaders that load up all the prayers that come from planet Earth, and the front end loader takes them and then dumps them in a dump truck, and that dump truck takes them away, and then the next dump truck comes in, and that one gets filled, and that gets taken. Where do they get taken? We don't know. We got no more room in our yard for human prayers. At the office of the Orange Football, they come in and we just ship them out. We don't know what they're going to do with those prayers. We don't care. It's like we don't have any room. So this final desire to serve God is a desire. And it might sound good to you if you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew, but if you're a true Buddhist, all desire ends up in human suffering. So you let go of desire, and that last desire to be of service to God, you have to let it go. You got to say, okay, well, fine, I'll let go of that because what that desire is all about you having a purpose. That's the reason you have the desire to be of service to God in the end. It's an attachment. It's a Buddhist attachment, which is like you don't want these things. It's like it's karma. And if you have unresolved karma, then you're gonna. It's like dropping. Anyways, if you have this desire to be of service to yourself or to others, it's a desire. It's an agenda. It's karmic, which means it's not good karma. It's not necessarily even bad karma. It's just karma. It's like, I promise that I'm going to come and see you in my next lifetime. I'm going to come and find you in my next lifetime. That's like two friends that are like they're in a hospital room and they're both terminal. They're about to die, and they look at each other and say, "And in my next lifetime, I'm going to come and find you." You just created a karma. That's like a promise you made to each other. So in the next lifetime, when you're busy doing whatever you were supposed to be doing in that lifetime, someone arrives in your lifetime, and it's this karmic thing that you set up in your last lifetime, and you didn't even think about it as being karmic. But that was the whole reason why you came back to planet Earth, was because you had this unresolved karma with this other person. And most people would, it's still like stinky karma. Because, seriously, why do you think that you're dying with this person here matters in your next lifetime? It's like it's an honor to be with you here now in this lifetime. But I'm planning on having lots more lifetimes. And seriously, dude, there's like billions of other humans on planet Earth. And I seriously, I've spent enough time with you in this lifetime. I don't want any more lifetimes with you. So I'm not gonna come looking for you. Don't be butthurt. It's like there's 8 billion other people that I can possibly be. I don't know. So letting go of the need to be of service to anything gets rid of your purpose. And without a purpose, then you are more free in an enlightened state. Because you don't feel like you've got to get off your ass and do something. And then you can just be. In the end, the thing that brings you out of the moment when you are a human being, remember that's your name? That's like the other name that people call you? Human being? What brings you out of your state of being is too much doing and too much monkey mind, too much thinking. And if you can achieve a state where you can finally relax, that's what it really is. I mean, it sounds all hokey and, religious or something, enlightenment or something. It sounds like all hoity-toity, like I'm going to have to spend like, I'm going to have to spend the next 5 years every weekend reading these textbooks on Buddhist enlightenment and, Christian service to God, and then like all of these things that I got to do, and it's like, no, dude, go the other direction. Don't waste all your time on that stuff. Go and get into your human being state.